Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Carter furious over Steffy and Daphne's scheme. The bold and the beautiful B&B. Spoilers reveal that Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, will be furious over Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McKinn's Wood, and Daphne Rose's, Muriel Hilaire, scheme. It looks like Katie Logan, Heather Tom, will expose the truth after eavesdropping, so let's talk about all the drama ahead. The week of April 28, May 2 will bring some big moments for Katie, who'll go into protective mode when it comes to Carter. Katie is Carter's former flame and still cares about him, so she'll view Daphne as trouble and will want her to just go away. Instead, Daphne will plant another kiss on Carter and keep trying to convince him to put Hope Logan, Annika Noel, in the rearview mirror. Katie will spy Daphne stealing a smooch from Carter, so she definitely won't be happy about that. Next on B&B, Katie will overhear something that makes her even more convinced Daphne needs to head back to Paris. It turns out Katie will be listening nearby while Daphne and Zend Forrester Dominguez think they're having a private discussion. Katie will discover Daphne came to town at Steffy Forrester's, Jacqueline McKinn's Wood, request and that she's been lying to Carter this entire time. Steffy wanted Daphne to insert herself at Forrester Creations, convince Carter to surrender power and split him up from Hope as well. Daphne's whole motivation for coming to Los Angeles was to play dirty for Steffy. Once Katie eavesdrops on this conversation that isn't meant for her ears, she'll corner Daphne alone. Katie will call Daphne out and push her to confess that she's been influencing Carter on Steffy's orders. Daphne will no doubt argue that all that's over now that the Forresters are on the throne again. Although Daphne will defend her authentic feelings for Carter, Katie won't be willing to stay silent about Daphne's original agenda. Since Daphne keeps acting like Hope is such a manipulator, Katie may think she's a hypocrite who deserves to go down for what she did. Daphne manipulated Carter more than Hope ever did, so Katie will think it's time for him to find out. At some point, it looks like Katie will indeed expose Daphne and Steffy's scheme to Carter, who's bound to be livid. Carter will definitely feel betrayed and may want nothing to do with Daphne after this revelation. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Katie will make some predictions about Daphne's Paris return, so stay tuned for updates on any departure news that might be brewing. In the latest twists of The Bold and the Beautiful, the battle for Forrester Creations intensifies as Steffy Forrester orchestrates a devious plan to reclaim control of the company. At the heart of this scheme is Daphne Rose, a Parisian perfumer with a hidden agenda, and Carter Walton, who finds himself ensnared in a web of deceit. Steffy's strategic maneuver. Steffy, determined to restore the Forrester legacy, has planted Daphne at Forrester Creations under the guise of introducing an exclusive fragrance line. However, her true mission is far more insidious: to drive a wedge between Carter and Hope Logan, thereby destabilizing their hold on the company. Daphne, aware of her role, uses her charm to captivate Carter, blurring the lines between professional collaboration and personal attraction. Her calculated moves are designed to make Carter question his commitment to Hope, sowing seeds of doubt and discord. Initially, Carter is flattered by Daphne's attention, but as her advances become more overt, he begins to sense something amiss. His loyalty to Hope and his ethical compass start to conflict with Daphne's persistent flirtations. The tension escalates when Katie overhears a conversation between Daphne and Zend, prompting her to confront Daphne about her intentions. Despite Daphne's allure, Carter remains steadfast in his commitment to Hope. However, the pressure mounts as Steffy's manipulations become more apparent, and Carter finds himself at a crossroads: continue to resist Daphne's charms, or risk losing everything he holds dear. Hope's dilemma. Hope, already grappling with the complexities of their unconventional takeover of Forrester Creations, becomes increasingly aware of the strain in her relationship with Carter. Her suspicions grow as she notices subtle changes in his behavior and demeanor. The emotional distance between them widens, leaving Hope to wonder if their partnership can withstand the external pressures world of Forrester Creations, where power plays and passion intertwine. A new storm brews on the horizon. Steffy Forrester, ever the strategist, has orchestrated a cunning plan to reclaim control of the company she believes is rightfully hers. At the heart of this scheme is Daphne Rose, a Parisian fragrance expert with more than just perfumes on her mind. Her mission: to seduce Carter Walton and destabilize his relationship with Hope Logan, thereby weakening their hold on Forrester Creations. Daphne's arrival at Forrester Creations was no mere coincidence. Handpicked by Steffy, she was tasked with infiltrating the company and using her allure to charm Carter. Steffy, seething over the Logan family's takeover of the company, saw this as the perfect opportunity to strike back. She believed that by causing a rift between Carter and Hope, she could not only reclaim the company but also exact revenge on those she held responsible for her family's downfall. Daphne, with her sultry demeanor and seductive tactics, wasted no time in getting close to Carter. She complimented him, touched him, and used every trick in the book to make him feel special. Her actions were calculated, each move designed to draw him away from Hope and into her web. At first, Carter was oblivious to her intentions, thinking her advances were genuine, but as the days passed, he began to sense that something was amiss. The revelation: Carter's fury. The truth came crashing down when Katie overheard a conversation between Daphne and Steffy. In this exchange, Steffy made it clear that Daphne's mission was to seduce Carter and destabilize his relationship with Hope. Katie, shocked by the revelation, confronted Daphne, demanding to know the truth. Daphne, caught off guard, tried to deflect, but the damage was done. Carter, upon learning of the scheme, was livid. He felt betrayed not only by Daphne, but also by Steffy, whom he had once considered a friend. His anger was palpable, and he wasted no time in confronting both women. He accused Steffy of using him as a pawn in her vendetta against the Logans, and demanded to know why she would go to such lengths to destroy his relationship. The fallout: relationships on the line. The fallout from Steffy and Daphne's scheme was immediate and far-reaching. Hope, devastated by the betrayal, questioned her future with Carter. She wondered if she could ever trust him again, given that he had been so easily manipulated. Carter, on the other hand, was torn between his love for Hope and his anger at being used. He knew he had to make amends, but the path forward was unclear. Meanwhile, Steffy, though successful in her mission, found herself facing unexpected consequences. Her actions had not only hurt Carter and Hope, but had also damaged her relationships with others at Forrester Creations. Her quest for revenge had come at a high price, and she began to wonder if it had been worth it. As the dust settles, the future of Forrester Creations hangs in the balance. Carter and Hope's relationship is on shaky ground, and Steffy's position at the company is uncertain. The once unified Forrester family is now fractured, with old alliances broken and new. The question remains: can Carter and Hope rebuild their trust and move forward together? Will Steffy continue her quest for control, or will she realize the cost of her actions? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: the drama at Forrester Creations is far from over. One's forming.